we have thunderstorms forecast for this evening and tomorrow. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna plant beans. I already planted the first 2 rows. This video is mainly for my benefit to remember. First 2 rows is a striped Roma type bush bean. Then the 3rd row is dragon tongue, and these are all saved seeds, and I'll tell you when it's not. We'll move on from there. Okay, so not just the 3rd row, but the 3rd and 4th row are going to be dragon tongue. I don't have high hopes for them germinating, so I really seeded them thick. We'll see. The 5th row is this is what they look like. I don't remember what varieties these were. These are saved seeds. This guy was a pinkish purple striped flat potted bush bean, kind of like a Roma type, but it had stripes in it, and they were pretty good. They were pretty prolific last year, so that's what's in my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th row. It's also, I think, what was in the first 2 rows. But I called them pink striped, and I called this one purple striped. So I'm going to get my names straight next year, or this fall. Okay, the 6th row, I've only got this many of what I have labeled as calico beans. They're supposed to be a bush bean, according to my package that I wrote on. So I'm going to plant half this row with them, the other half with a green Roma bush bean, and then I'll just go with these until, 2 or 3 rows. Okay, half of row 6 is those calico beans. The other half plus 2 more, so half of row 6, all of 7, and all of 8 are the green Roma beans, bush beans. Okay, rows 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Rows 8, 9, and 10. Let's make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. Rows 8, 9, and 10 are the purple bush beans. I think they're like royal purple or something. Anyway, I don't know, but they're saved seeds. So far, all of these are saved seeds. Now, here pretty quick, I'm going to be getting into a few others. Now I'm going to plant at least 2 rows. I have a package that I labeled mixed bush beans. So these are beans that evidently when I went to harvest, I had too many scraps and ends and pieces, so I didn't actually label them. So we'll see what they are when they come up. Okay, row 12, 13, and 14 are the mixed beans. And now I'm going to plant some that actually are fresh this year. Well, I guess they're not fresh this year because I got them last year, but I had a few left in each package. So I'm going to plant a combination row probably 15 and 16 of a combination of Landreth bean, top-notch golden wax, and Roma 2. The last 4 rows is going to be what I have the most of, and that's this purple striped Roma flat bean type bush bean. And I'm doing that because I have the most of them, and then that way if the stinking rabbits come in, maybe they'll eat them first, since I've got these planted quite a few places, and not eat the rest of them. Anyway, so that's what I'm going to do. And then what else I did, besides planting those striped flat bean down through here, was I have a pack of sugar beets. I planted a whole row up there, and either the deer or the rabbits ate every one of them. They were only 2 inches tall and ate every one of them except for like 5 or 6. So I planted 4 in between each one of these rows. And let me look, see how many rows I've got. Okay, I have 20 rows. So that's 19 spaces in between. So that's 19 times 4. So that's what, 40, 50, 60, 76, hopefully, sugar beets. If they all come up, and if they don't all get 8, we'll see. Anyway, yeah, I planted some over there. Planted some calendula in there that I started. I put some red onions down both sides and planted something in the center between the onions down through there, but I don't remember what it was. And then I also transplanted a sunflower right there, and I transplanted a sunflower there, and then I put in all my pepper plants. They're up through here. Some of them are pretty scrawny looking. That one's pretty good, but it overwintered in the greenhouse. And then these are like bought from the co-op, top crop or contender or whatever, but I started those, and so far the rabbits haven't gnawed the top off of but maybe 1 or 2, so we'll see. Hopefully I can get some beans from them. And then over there, I don't remember what I planted over there either. Oh yeah, and I planted sweet potatoes yesterday. Let me show you my sweet potatoes. It's a whole row of sweet potatoes down through here. Right down through here. Whole row of them. So I love sweet potatoes. They keep real well too, so I'm looking forward to that. And then I've got my volunteer mullein, and I don't know what that is. I'm going to have to look into it. It's probably a stinking weed that I don't want, but it looked awful pretty, so I left it just so I could see what it was. Anyway, and my peas are coming up. They're starting to vine up. They've had some problems with aphids, which really surprised me. But yeah, see, they're starting to bloom. These I planted later, so they're coming up. My potatoes are kind of spotty, so I planted some stuff in between, some beans and various things in between any bare spots. I've got one of my castor plants to try to help deter the burrowing varmints. And then I've got a double row of onions up through there with cabbage in the middle, purple, and I don't know if it's Savoy cabbage or what that is. I can't remember what kind of cabbage it is. Green anyway. And then I planted some celeriac, and it's kind of been sitting doing not much, but it's hanging in there. I've got purple fennel, another castor bean. Got my peanuts planted over here. Right there, peanuts. Only got 4 plants, but they'll make quite a few peanuts. It's kind of more for fun than anything. And then, oh yeah, okra. I planted some okra down in here. Look at this, it's coming up right now. And then this is breaking, so something's coming up right there. Trying to, either that or it's a stinking burrowing animal. No, it's that stinking burrowing animal. There's a burrow down in there. Aggravating pest. But that's what's going on here too. They just, I don't know. I gotta figure out something. I was hoping the castor beans would deter them, but my tomatoes are doing really good. I got blooms on everything. That's blooming. That's getting ready to bloom. That's blooming. Anyway, some of them are blooming a whole bunch. This guy looks sad. Oh, yep. See? They go right underneath there and break the roots loose. There's a big old burrow under there. And then my plants they lose their connectivity and they die. That happened to this one down here on the end, and I caught it in time to push it back down in, and it's coming back, but oh, this makes me crazy. They're just under my ground there. I don't think they're moles, but maybe they are, but they got awful big tunnels to be moles. Anyway, I have another peanut there. This is some barley. And see, I mean, look how big that mound is from whatever this varmint is. Anyway, I got kale, collards, a little bit of cabbage with some onions on either side down through there. And then I got turnips, and I can't remember what that is. I think that's mustard right there. And some of it might be mustard. I've got some parsnips, just little bitty guys, and another castor bean. And I planted these. These are some kind of pole bean that I planted in here so it can climb up this tree. And then another nice looking row of potatoes. And then some more of the collards, mustard, turnips, rutabagas. There's a, right there, that's a leftover volunteer potato from last year, came up. And then my beets are looking good too. Look at these guys, they're coming up really good. I got beets in here. Volunteer dill, I love volunteers. Anyway, volunteer dill. I've got some carrots in here. They were kind of spotty in their germination. And dinosaur kale that I planted way too early. And as a result, it's going to seed. And I got some cress that's going to seed and some blue scotch kale. I got the blue scotch kale from Papa Pepper. I ordered some walking onion. Was it walking onions? Yeah, I think walking onions from him. And he sent me a package of blue scotch kale, so I planted it. Anyway, and then here's another bed with some onions and a monster 2-year-old mullein, so it'll be sending up a flower spike. And there's some chia, and there's another castor bean. And then this is primarily my in-ground garden. I think you've seen most of it. And then I have stuff stuck everywhere. I don't even know if you can hear me. I probably have my finger over the stinking microphone. Anyway, got some purple fennel in here. This caraway, and look at that, it's going to bloom. That I transplanted. That is a false indigo. I got a pepper plant in there, some dill, some roselle right there, some more tomato plants, and I still got more and I can't plant them all. Some red sunflower seeds. And I won a little contest thing from Haas Tools, and they sent me a cute little tin box with flower seeds, and those came out of there. They're a burgundy, real dark red, purple, almost sunflower. So I planted them there. Got some more onions, got some more roselle, got some mother of thyme, got a rosemary, and this is my blueberries. And then I still have all of these. Still have all of these that I have not been able to find homes for. And then I've got 2 rosemaries under there that I started from cuttings last year. Yeah, I've just I stick stuff everywhere. Hang on, and yeah, here's my garlic bed with a whole bunch of wheat that come up out of the straw that I use for mulching it. Well, I'm letting it grow because grain is getting pretty scarce, so I'm gonna let the wheat grow right in there with my garlic. My garlic's doing pretty good. I got a couple that have gotten scapes on them. Yeah, there's one right there. Got bent over. No, that's some of that walking onion. I didn't want to break that open, but that dog did that. Anyway, so I have garlic in there too, and I've got more garlic over there in that bed with those peas. See, the peas are blooming right there. They're pretty. And then I've got another bed of potatoes, and then strawberries. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. Oh, look. It's starting to turn colors. Yeah, I've got strawberries in there everywhere. I've got another one over there. starting to turn color right, where's my finger? Right there. Isn't that pretty? Yep, I'll be having strawberries here in another day or two. And then I have, yeah, this is some herbs. I've been cutting my rhubarb and I'm done cutting it. I'm just gonna let it go. I let 2 of the spikes go ahead and make so I can save seeds from it. And I'm going to replant some seeds, give my daughter some seeds. Anyway, and I got asparagus in there that kind of, I need to move the asparagus. I don't think it likes it real well right here. But we'll see. And then another whole bunch of strawberries. I'm going to have strawberries coming out of my ears. I can't wait. And the boys are still not happy about being in there with Frank. I'm going to have to go milk Mom here in a few minutes. This morning I got almost a whole quart. I got almost a whole quart from her this morning. If I get a quart this afternoon, that'll be half a gallon a day from a Nigerian dwarf goat. That is amazing. And not to be overshown, but I got radishes. They're doing really well too. I need to. There we go. Radishes. And here's these pretty peas. Aren't those beautiful? They're a sugar pod snap pea. And I don't know what what variety it is. I saved seeds and just replanted them, but they're awful pretty. They're pink with that purple in the middle. If anybody knows what they are, let me know. And then violas. These guys, they volunteer everywhere. And then I've got carrots in here. You can see them that I seeded, and some more radishes. I'm not sure what kind these are. I think they're a different kind. And then I got a little bit of lettuce in here, just trying to, that's volunteer too. Anyway, oh yeah, and another volunteer potato. I had potatoes in here one year and I just seemed to never get all of them out. Anyway, so they overwinter. I guess you could plant potatoes in the fall down here and they'll come up in the spring. Anyway, I'm going to get off here because I got a lot to do. I got to milk and I can't do that while I'm filming. So, I'll talk to you later. This is my new Tennessee home. I'm Joe, and we'll see you next time.